Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. If you're new to our channel, welcome. Here at Mad About Skin, we're passionate about helping you to get the most out of your skincare. So if you haven't already, now's a fantastic time to click that link below, subscribe to the channel, ring that notification bell, and you won't miss out on any of our amazing future content. Now, in today's video, I am bringing you part 2 of my favourite skincare influencers here on YouTube. If you haven't seen the first video in this series, I'll leave a link up there. You guys went mad for that video, and I promised a sequel because I couldn't include all the people I wanted to in one video. So this is the sequel, the finale, call it what you want. This is part 2, where I include all of the influencers I adore but didn't fit in video 1. So if you haven't checked that out, pause this video, check that one out, and then jump straight back into this video afterwards. Now, I don't want this to be a super long video because I've got a lot to say, so I'm going to get straight into it. But number 1, it has to be, and I'm issuing a full unreserved apology for not including this person in the first video because he is one of my all-time favourite influencers and skincare gurus, and that is James Welsh. You guys loved the first video, but there were so many comments underneath. It was like, where's James? You know, why are you missing him out? I could kick myself after I watched that video back. I was like, yeah, why? And what's really annoying is, A, I adore his channel. I love the fact he lights up when he talks about products. You know, a lot of people can become quite mechanical when they talk about products, and it kind of makes it hard to tell whether they're genuine and really love this product or whether actually it's just something that they're saying to get content out. Not with James. When he picks up a product he loves, you can see him light up and his personality goes into overdrive. And I just love that because I just think he comes across as so genuine and it's super calming. His voice is like heavenly and calming, and I could binge watch his content every single day. I adore him. The reason I could kick myself for not including him in the first video, and I'm trying to make amends with it by having him in this video, so I have full unreserved apology, is if you guys ask me who would be my absolute holy grail if I could just pick one YouTuber to collaborate with, I would choose James. Because I think he comes from a very similar position to me in terms of skincare. We tend to like the same things. If he likes something in his channel, I usually go out and buy it because I think chances are I'll probably enjoy it. We have a reasonably similar skin type, but most importantly, he's British and he's fabulous. And I absolutely love everything about his channel. My chances of collaborating with him before this were probably 1%. Now they are 0 because I excluded him for the first video for who knows what reason. But I'd like to apologise to James and say he should have been in video 1, but I'm making it up by giving him pride of place in this, the second instalment of this series. I love his content. You probably have already seen him, but if you haven't, definitely check it out because it's just really great to see a guy promoting skincare but doing it in such an authentic, product driven way. I absolutely love his channel. Now, coming in at number 2 is a channel which I didn't feature in the first video because I'd only just started watching her content, but loads of you guys recommended the channel in the comments and said you have to check this person out. I was already aware, but then I started to binge watch and I fell in love, and that channel is Dr. Venita Rattan. I adore her content, and the reason I love it, first of all, I love to get a doctor's, a dermatologist's perspective, but she specialises in hyperpigmentation. Hyperpigmentation is the #1 skin complaint people raise when they're talking about aging and what's causing their skin to age. Those dark spots and that uneven skin tone is people's #1 skin complaint. So it's great to have a channel that's a go-to dedicated really just to that. I love the fact as well that she has a darker skin tone, and so she's speaking from experience. And you guys often say, what's the difference in terms of skincare that's needed between someone who has very light skin tone versus someone who has olive or darker skin tones? And I generally say there's not a huge amount of difference. However, that isn't the case when it comes to hyperpigmentation. Darker skin tones are more prone to having hyperpigmentation and uneven skin tone, and so it's really great to have somebody who specialises in that and can speak from experience and share that knowledge. I absolutely adore her. I think she's a must watch for anybody who is dealing with hyperpigmentation or would like to know how to tackle it. I learned so much from her channel. She does do other content as well, but I think just hyperpigmentation is her niche, and I adore all her tips, hints and her videos. So definitely worth a watch if you want to know how to tackle your hyperpigmentation and you're not really sure where to start. Now, I love NIOD. You guys know how much I fangirl over NIOD, from their Repigment, which is my holy grail product, through to some of their cleansers. Oh, their Sanskrit Sarpendins cleanser is amazing. I adore the product line. And there's one person that really got me into Neod, and that's Gothamista, who is a fantastic YouTuber. Again, linking all these channels below in the description if you want to check them out or you haven't already. A lot of you guys did say in the first video, recommended the channel. I was already aware of it. Like I say, she got me on to Neod. I watched probably about a year ago her full Neod review and was like, wow, I need this product line in my life. I bought loads from it and I've never looked back. I kind of didn't watch much more of her content from there until recently when I've started to watch some of her other reviews. There's something just very wholesome and calming and chilling and relaxing about the content, and yet super informative. What I really love about this channel, actually, more than anything, is that it is done in a really structured way. So instead of, some people like, you know, a little bit more lighthearted, some people like their arms flailing around. I might be guilty of that. The people like that just sit down and discuss the product, get to the nitty gritty of it and discuss the product. And that's what you get with this channel. It's straight to the facts. So if you just want a really quick review of a product line, you can jump into her channel and literally you get that within about 20 minutes and you know whether you want to buy the product or not. I never looked back from Neod. It's a staple in my skincare routine, whatever the weather and the month and whatever my skin's doing. Neod have a product for me, and it was her that she got me into it. So my wallet doesn't thank her, but my skin definitely does. Now, coming in at number 4 is a channel which I was so close to including in the first video, but I kind of felt it was running over time, so I didn't. But actually, has been one of my holy grail favourite channels here on YouTube for years, and that's No BS Beauty. We all know what the BS stands for, but I'm not calling it out. Just No BS Beauty will do. I love her channel. Now, the reason I love this is because the videos are so authentic. Sometimes you can watch channels on YouTube and it's just all very overly edited. They cut in and out, and all those cuts just make it seem a bit disjointed and a bit jarring, and I don't think you really get to experience the personality of the person that's presenting the content, because it's a bit overly edited and a bit overly stylized. I know people love that style of video, and I'm not knocking it. I'm jealous. I can't edit. You know, my editing is ratchet as, and so I'd love to be able to edit and do all that over stylized video. I can't. And yet with No BS Beauty, that's what you get. You don't get that over stylized presentation. You get just reviews and hints and tips that come straight from the heart and from the voice of the presenter, and they just get to share with you in a really authentic way. And so sometimes I think with all the editing that goes on and into videos, and it's time consuming, yet you sometimes lose the authenticity and that connection with the person, which is why I love her channel. I've watched so many videos, and quite often if I'm going to review a product, before I review it I will just dip in, do a quick search and check if she's done a review on that product already, because I do love to just get someone else's opinion and see how it corresponds to mine, and if there's anything I've missed that I could incorporate in my review. And honestly, it's a holy grail skincare channel for me, and I absolutely would recommend you check it out. Now, finally, in terms of those which I absolutely love, has to come down to KellyDriscoll. I found her channel through you guys, because actually about 3 months ago quite a few of you guys were saying, have you checked out Kelly's channel, loves Korean skincare. I was quite slow onto the Korean skincare bandwagon. Everyone was raving about Korean skincare and I hadn't really tested much of it out, and I didn't really know where to start. A lot of you guys were saying, can you try this, have you tried that, have you tried the other? And I thought it's all a bit baffling because it's not something I've tried before. And then someone, I can't remember the name of the person that recommended it, but said, actually check out KellyDriscoll. She really focuses down on Korean skincare. A gorgeous channel. She's so relatable, and I fell in love straight away, and really helped me to kind of work out what I wanted to try in terms of Korean beauty first, dip my toe into the Korean sphere before then I ordered loads and loads of product. Her recommendations have never steered me wrong, and now I am in love with Korean skincare. I have so much of it in my routine, and I love what it does to my skin, and Kelly's pretty much responsible for that, so definitely want to give her a big shout out. Now, in my first video I called out a couple of YouTubers which I chose not to watch. I didn't want it to be shady. I didn't want it to be unprofessional. I didn't want to share any hate. What I wanted to do is just call out and really just sell some of the reasons why I personally didn't tune into those channels. In a similar vein, there are very few channels I don't watch. I try to dip in and out of them. Some, like the ones I've just mentioned, I binge watch and I absolutely love. Others I watch occasionally. There are very few that I don't, but one that I choose not to. And again, I don't want this to be shady. I don't want it to be unprofessional. unprofessional. It's just to explain why I don't often reference the content and why it can be a little bit, because often you guys will recommend this channel to me and I don't want to be rude and just, discard your recommendation. It's just not one that works for me. And that is Lab Muffin Beauty Science. Now, hear me out, because a lot of you guys actually recommended this channel in the first video and said how amazing it was. And I've been aware of this channel and I've watched content in the past. And the reason I don't choose to watch the content now is it just doesn't sit with what I'm looking for in a skincare channel. It's as simple as that. They, as a channel, she tends to be very focused on myth busting, which is great. If you enjoy that content, absolutely fantastic. Focusing on other aspects of skincare, like explaining things in detail, often detail which I already have. So it's super beneficial for people that might not have that information and would like that medical perspective on some issues in skincare. But I feel I already have that information. What I look for in a skincare channel tends to be product reviews, and as a channel they don't tend to do that many product reviews, which is what I think I enjoy watching. I love to see people's reactions to products, kind of get inspiration for what I would like to try and feature next, and just get some hints and tips on how to use products better and which products and brands would likely work for me. And I don't feel you get that with the channel. Now, she did do a fantastic video on the ordinary niacinamide powder and L-ascorbic acid powder, which a lot of you guys referenced. I love both those powders. They are holy grails for me. She didn't like them, and actually I think that's fine. It's 2020. We should respect other people's views and opinions. We don't all have to think the same. And I did watch that video to get that perspective of why maybe it doesn't work for some people. And her opinions came down to the fact that it can be a little bit difficult to know what you're mixing and the percentages and the concentrations. And I do hear that. I like to give people the option, and you can work out whether you want to go a little bit stronger, a little bit weaker. I leave that to the discretion of the person. But I do appreciate her comments around that can be quite dangerous because you could overuse the product. And I get that. I still love the product. We disagree on that, but I think you can professionally disagree on something. And I don't think her view on those is invalid. I just happen to take a different view. But for me, I like channels that have a little bit more product content rather than the science behind things and discussions around myths and things that are in skincare. So if that's for you and that's what you love, then definitely check out Lab Muffin Beauty Science, because it'll be right up your street. There you have it, guys. Those are the top picks for the influencers I absolutely adore. This draws this mini series to a close. Hopefully you'll keep recommending content, because YouTube is changing all the time. People come, they go, and I love your recommendations, not just on products but also on channels that I might be interested in. So if you feel I've done anyone a disservice and I've missed anyone out of this video, please leave me a comment below and let me know which channels you think I've missed out and would like some more information on, or for me think I'd enjoy and like to check out. I loved your recommendations in the last video, so please do that again. If you like this style of video, give it a thumbs up, because it lets YouTube and myself know that you like this style of video. And wherever you are in the world, guys, stay safe, stay well, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.